Guys, we're here. 100 subscribers. I'd like to thank you all for helping me get this far. And to celebrate, we are doing our first Q&A video. We have 10 questions, and we're going to get into it right now. Our first question is from Hankster27, who asked, what inspired you to start YouTube? Well, I wanted to audition for a certain TV show, and whenever I was auditioning, they said, hey, can we get a link to a performance? But I didn't have any of my performances online. So what I did was I just started a YouTube account and I uploaded my first video. It's the most creative Lego trick ever. And it ended up doing pretty well on YouTube. And I was like, oh, this is interesting. So I uploaded another one and another and another and another. And here we are today. So that's the main reason I started YouTube. Next question is from EDET, who asked, what is the most difficult trick you can do and can you show us? And I can. So the most difficult move I think I can do is something called the clip shift, which I didn't actually know is one of the more advanced moves in card magic. When I first got into magic, I just wanted to learn how to bring a card to the top of the deck, and the clip shift is the first one I heard of. So I spent an entire summer learning how to do it, and I just kept working on it until I got it. And then eventually I learned about easier ways to do it, and I'm like, why did I spend all this time learning this one move? In the end, I'm glad I learned how to do it because, I mean, at the end of the day, it's a nice little flex, like, hey, I can do a clip shift. And you asked you want to see it, so whenever I posted this video, I'll also post a short of me performing the move, so you can see it. Not really a trick in itself, it's more of a utility move, but you can do some amazing stuff with it. All right, next question. Alrighty, next, Gaming with Wario asks, do I prefer Star Wars or Star Trek? And that's a very interesting question, mainly because I don't know a lot about either of them. But if I had to pick one, I'm in a community where a lot more people talk about Star Wars than Star Trek. So out of the two, I would have to pick Star Wars just because it's the one I know the most about. Now, that is the reason that's... Why am I being productive? I'm a magician. Anyway, so I would definitely pick Star Wars out of the two. Star Trek, I don't know a whole lot about it, but I respect the fandom. Next. Hank Tank. I know the ladies love it. Who am I kidding? I've seen my demographic. It's mostly just guys watching. Anyway, next question. Hannah FB3GE asked, what got me started in magic? Well, when I was about 8 years old, I think, I had a magician come over to do a birthday party for me. And that's really the catalyst that started everything. Because whenever I saw him doing magic, I remember specifically a magic wand that got really big. I just thought it was like the most amazing thing ever. And I don't think that's the moment I realized, oh wow, I want to do this with my life. But it definitely is what started my interest in magic. Fun fact, that same magician who did my 8th birthday party actually ended up becoming my mentor. So I think it's pretty cool. Next question. Ooh. Good boy. Now stay, sit, good. All right, next question. Morgan9327 asked, Jack, you're supposed to stay. Jack, stop. Asked what my favorite trick is, and I'd probably say it's probably the computer trick. If you go to my playlist on my channel, it says videos featuring me. The very first one, I did a trick with a mini computer. And it's my favorite trick because it's really the first trick that people realized, hey, this kid actually might know what he's doing when it comes to magic. Also, it's just kind of risky to pull off, and I love living on the edge with magic. You done? Wanna get back on? You wanna get back on? Yeah, come on, Jack. Okay, fine, here. So, yeah, that's probably my favorite trick. And that's why it's my favorite trick. Next question. Ugh. Who's a good boy? You're a good boy. Yes, you are. Mark Harvin asked me, what is the best reaction I ever had? Well, the best reaction I think I ever had from a trick is actually a couple days ago. I did a very basic trick. If you're a magician watching this video, it's called ACR. I'm sure you know what that is. And when I did the trick, these guys absolutely lost their mind. It was honestly kind of refreshing. It's been a while since I had like a big reaction like that. So to have something someone react that big to it, it was really refreshing. And I just... All right, well, on the back of that, Morgan9327 asked, do I have a favorite reaction to a trick? I do have a favorite reaction, and that is a different question than best reaction. Probably my favorite reaction was, I do magic pickup lines along with magic. And I came up with this really, oh, it's cold. I came up with a really creative pickup line involving cube magic. And there was this girl that I kind of liked, and I said it to her. And after I said it, I kind of felt like we had a moment there. So even though it wasn't like this big, whoa, reaction, it was still kind of like a nice, quiet moment. So, yeah, that was probably my favorite reaction. Next. All right, next we got Gary Frederick 9941, who said, do you know what Kaprekar's constant is? Do I know what Kaprekar's constant is? Not before you ask that question. Mush! Quick! Faster!
I'm trying!
Kaprekar constant is basically a fancy math magics thing, and I think it's really cool. I'm a C at geometry right now, so it's not really my forte when it comes to math. However, I think it's a very interesting concept, and I'm glad you made it aware to me. Next question. Faster! All right, next question from Mark Harden. Can you make donuts disappear? Now, I'm pretty sure this was supposed to be a fact question, a fact joke, but actually, there is some truth to it. I am making a Oreo trick where I'm making Oreos disappear and reappear. Like, imagine cups and balls with an Oreo. So, look out for that. But, can I make donuts disappear? Yes, I can. Ball. Well, final question is, how do I shove a Sharpie up my nose and out my mouth? And the answer is quite simple. It's magic.
It's behind your hand.
Daisy, shut up!